Okay guys, here's the thing. I was looking for a snack, a meal, kind of a party food all in one, so I decided to make up these potato chicken rings. I was skeptical at first, but believe me, they came out incredible. So let me show you how to do this. Okay, first up, let's add the chicken to the bowl of our food processor. And this is just our one chicken breast that I've cubed up. Now, you don't have to use boneless, skinless chicken breast. You can use thighs too if you want a bit more fat in there. And to this, I'm going to add a medium boiled potato, followed by a couple of chopped green onions, half a small chopped white onion. I love my onions. Then 3 cloves of garlic. And of course, a couple of cracks of salt. And last but not least, some ground black pepper. I'm going to add lots of this because I just love pepper, as you know. And we're going to pulse this up until it's nicely blended together. Okay, and what you want is a consistency, something like this, guys. That's just about perfect. It even smells good right now. Next up, what I'm going to do is grab up some of that chicken mixture, chicken and potato, and put it in a Ziploc bag. Now, a little tip here, guys, if you don't have a food processor, which I know everybody doesn't, you could grab up some ground chicken and boil up some potatoes and use a masher and mash it up. You could also use a blender, but I don't know how well that would work. But that's a couple of alternatives. Then I'm going to take my scissors and we're going to cut a little snip in the Ziploc bag, something like this, because we're going to pipe it. So that's about perfect. Then I'm going to test my piping skills here, and we'll pipe this just into a circle similar to that of an onion ring. Okay, now we got our rings laid out. They kind of look like onion rings, don't they? And you can get about 16 to 18 of these, depending on how thick you make them. So what I'm going to do now is slip these in the freezer for a few minutes to get a semi-freeze on them. Next up, we've got our 3 dredging stations, and the first one with cornstarch. Remember, I'll put all the amounts in the blog. The second one, we got a couple of eggs here that I'm going to beat up. I love beaten eggs. And in the third, we got some breadcrumbs, and you can use panko, Italian, whatever you like. Okay, after about, I'd say 20 minutes, guys, these are semi-frozen and looking pretty good. So let's start our dredging. So first, into the cornstarch. And I'll just kind of dredge these around, make sure they're covered. Something like that. Then into the egg bath. I'll use a separate fork for this, just not to get everything all dirtied up. And into the breadcrumbs. Doesn't that look beautiful? And we'll just go ahead and set these aside on a plate. Okay, here we are, guys, all dredged up. And one thing I should mention, when you're finished dredging these, I usually put them in the freezer just to keep them workable. Alrighty then, I've got my oil heated up to about 350 degrees here. So we're just going to grab up some of these rings and we're going to fry these up over medium heat until they're a beautiful golden brown. Okay, my friends, after a few minutes, you can see these are nicely browned. And just look at this, guys. Don't they look real pretty? But they're going to be so good. So I'm just going to set them aside on a wire rack. And there you have it, guys, our positively delicious potato chicken rings. Oh, they are so good. Okay, let's grab one of these up, guys, and see. I don't know if you can hear that, but they are fairly crunchy. Now let's break one open and see what we have, and just look at that delicious goodness of chicken and potato in the middle. Oh, do they ever smell good. And I'm just going to dip this in a bit of ketchup. You can use whatever sauce you like. And now let's give them a taste. Oh my goodness, are these ever good? Nicely seasoned. They're crispy, and I just love the potato and chicken combined. These are honestly really good. I'm shocked. You gotta try these, guys. Have some more. Try the mayo this time. Spectacular.